everyone, hope you're doing well. Just want to have a quick mobile chat with you. Well, I'm just parked up at McDonald's in Warrington. I want to talk about whether you believe that the rich and powerful, the Zionists out there, those that are controlling and orchestrating events worldwide, do you think that they don't have the same stranglehold on the common people, you and me, like they used to? Before the days of the internet, before information used to get pushed around at amazing speeds, the way it does with modern technology, you had to rely on people being on the scene to report on what was going on. So take Vietnam, for instance. It took quite a long time before there was a backlash to it. At first, America sold this war to their nation and sent their young men to die in Vietnam. And it took quite a while before the protesting got underway. But once the protesting had got underway, that was probably because people had taken the time to go to these war-torn areas and get first-hand knowledge of what was really going on. And so you've got your protesters, you've got those that were against war. So what I'm saying is, they're going to sell us another world war. The Zionists, those that are controlling and orchestrating events, they're going to sell us a world war. I don't think we'll be able to digest this world war the same way in the past we accepted other wars. I think there's going to be an almighty backlash. I don't think your average American young man will be easily fooled. I don't think your average UK young man will be easily fooled. I think they know that if conscription comes in, that's just them being on the first run of the ladder to being sent to any war that was necessary to uphold. But I think the level of intelligence now with the young people in this world all over is greatly heightened and increased with the research, with the amount of looking backwards and forwards at the hypocrisy of these wars, realizing that most of them are just phony wars. They're just there for one purpose. But let's talk about the purpose in which I believe this third world war will start, or what will be the main reason for it. Well, they certainly, the Zionists, the orchestrators of events, they certainly know that they've got to keep their people in line. But they've also got to devise a plan that's in harmony with what they've set out in the first instance, and that is to have everything under control by 2030. And we've even had in the past certain pop groups that have dressed it up as something really special, but it isn't special if it means that there's going to be a huge population reduction. Before that can happen, I should imagine some heinous things have to take place. But if they're trying to get things under control, population-wise, food stock-wise, and environmentally-wise, if they're trying to get all these things under control, they're not doing it for us. It isn't for our benefit. It's so that they can have more. They're not bothered about us. They'll use that as a pretext, but it won't be the truth. It's so that they can have the biggest slice of the cake on the plate and damn everybody else. But they won't be honest enough to admit that, and so they will continually connive and lie and bring in nationalism and get people to get behind hating a particularly bad cop by the name of Vladimir Putin. It's good cop and bad cop at the highest possible level. you have to hate Putin. If you don't hate him, you're siding with what he's doing, and that is someone that is killing democracy worldwide. Which is a load of bullshit, really. It's their version of democracy, and it does not mean at all that it is true democracy. It's what they tell you. It's what they say. This is okay for you to follow this because we've set the rules out. So you follow our rules, and we will then say that you're a follower of democracy. Yeah. There are too many liars in this world. And when you soon realise that your own country, in the past, present, and certainly in the future, will continually use the same old tricks. They seem to use the same old tricks the same way that the devil, the original serpent, uses the same old tricks. Why learn a new trick when the old tricks are still working? Well, they will work to a degree, but they won't continually work because people are waking up like never before. And because of the speed of the internet, the speed of information, and the fact that people just don't want to give their life to a worthless cause. And they just, like never before, they've realised, just like the George Orwell film that we've all seen, 1984, they've all realised that in the background of that film, there was this war going on, and it was a pseudo war. It was to keep people in line, but it was just a lie. Ask yourself, are these current wars in the world right now just lies? You'll say, but people are dying in them. Yes, they are. Because people died in Vietnam, 50,000 young Americans, I believe. But it was still a bought war, so it was still a lie. See ya.